It has been quoted that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. But if you have had a narcissist imitate you or copy you, you know there is no flattery to this concept whatsoever, and it is a fine line that can be used to abuse you by proxy. I am talking about when a narcissist copies you or imitates you to use your individualized characteristic traits or personality to fool or deceive others because they see beneficial rewards from doing so, and it is a subcategory or form of mirroring. But the difference between the two is the target audience behind the copying. The reason why they hijack your personality or persona in order to deceive a group is because they can't singly or individually single out a particular person in order to mirror, in order to cater to the mass or the group. And so they will pick a personality or persona that they think will cater to the group as a whole and target them to abuse them. They will select the person they want to copy or hijack by the personal agenda that they have at the time. This type of identity theft will usually go under the radar because it can come across as petty or self-righteous if anyone tries to call out the narcissist for copying them. People sometimes have a hard time believing that an individual will go out of their way to copy another one and will dismiss this notion. This is why narcissism needs to be continuously discussed, because narcissists would do such a thing. When it comes to this form of identity theft, the narcissist will study their target that they want to hijack. We all know when someone is copying us or imitating us because, after all, it's us who's being mimicked. But the fine line of imitating us from a sincere place of adoration or admiration versus imitation with the purpose of deceiving people into believing you are someone who you are not is difficult to prove to others, and let alone it feels like you have been violated in some way when you witness someone take away the very things that make you you and unique. If you try to point this out to people, you can come across as petty. The narcissist will usually imitate the positive things from another person because this is what attracts unsuspecting people into their harems. You can tell that it is imitation because they are always second to do it. They are never the original. The key is to listen for lies or inconsistencies. This can take time to spot, but will eventually surface within time. Signs of a copycat will post the same things you post on social media. They will make the same type of comments or remarks that you make. They will try to steal your ideas and bring them to life. They will be constantly checking in on your business or platform in order to copy your commentary, your style, and repackage it as their own, or whatever it is that they see that you do that they can mimic publicly. But what separates you from them is the intent and motive for what you do behind what you do. It is a form of narcissistic frequency where no one else knows that the abuse is taking place but you and the narcissist, even though it is done out in the open. There is little that you can do without appearing to be petty to most people because they just aren't going to get it or see it for what it is. All you can really do is keep in mind that you are the original and they are the copycat. And so they need you. Eventually patterns will start to arise and some will see it for what it is. Narcissists are master manipulators and study how to imitate to perfection to get their desired results, so they of course will seem to be successful in their identity theft. Remember that everything is surrounded around images with a narcissist. They work to promote a positive image of themselves to others and tarnish and destroy yours in front of others, keeping their true persona hidden and not easily known or detectable. The scary part about covert narcissism is that the evil, deceitful manipulation, hate, and envy that the narcissist has inside of them is hidden behind a mask of someone who we deem to be an ideal, empathetic person, or what one would consider quote-unquote a normal human being. Narcissists lack empathy, but covert narcissists pretend to have empathy and can imitate this trait effectively because they learn how to give off fake emotional expressions and body gestures that coincide with the deceitful words that they say that sound empathetic. But it is their ulterior motive in why they portray this false image that makes them so dangerous and cruel. Instead, they adapt the characteristic traits of the society or environment they are in to appear as if they blend in with everyone else, but the catch is they cater this blending by mirroring back the personality traits of their intended targets. And it doesn't help when they have successfully convinced people around you that you are crazy or unhinged by getting you to emotionally react to their staged manipulation tactics. Other signs you are dealing with a covert narcissist are you begin to feel like people are turning against you, or that you cannot trust the people you once felt you could trust. They deliberately misunderstand you and never allow you to be fully understood, because then they would have to be held accountable for their actions. If you feel like the narcissist never takes accountability or responsibility for anything, but always has a way of blaming you or others for what went wrong. Covert narcissists are not crazy. They are very aware of what they are doing to you and do not care that they are hurting you. And you are disposable to them if you ever become educated about them, because you no longer provide the potent narcissistic supply they love to feed off of. Nothing is coincidental with a narcissist. Everything is calculated and orchestrated well in advance. The narcissist seeks to exploit their targets always, and one of the ways they do this is through the silent treatment. The silent treatment sets up the stage so that the target is immediately on the defense and trying to fix a problem, whether the problem is real or made up. It doesn't matter with a narcissist. The silent treatment is when the narcissist allows you to see that they are still alive and well, but go out of their way to ignore you. One of the ways a narcissist introduces the silent treatment is to build up to the silent treatment. They start to plant seeds of things that you are doing to annoy them, or that they believe you need to change to be a better person. The abrupt silent treatment leaves their target bewildered, confused, and nothing to really pinpoint as to why the narcissist is being so cold to them all of a sudden. It is a form of narcissistic frequency where no one else knows that the abuse is taking place but you and the narcissist, even though it is done out in the open.